I was driving around Omaha and I saw a sticker that said Holy Name Housing, a good place to live. And I thought, or no, Holy Name Neighborhood, a good place to live. And I thought, that's a funny way to describe a neighborhood. So I investigated and found out that 2 priests and 2 lay people had actually formed a community development organization because they saw their North Omaha neighborhood go from a prosperous, supportive community where they grew up to a very distressed neighborhood that was vulnerable to crime, that the housing stock was deteriorating. And I knew that to reflect what I experienced in Kansas City. And so I'm kind of one of these people that think you're going to find what God intends for you in your story. You probably I don't need to go away to a desert for 3 months and find out. I kind of tend to find it by living into it. So I took that as an invitation to become involved in community development. Housing is a strategy for us, but our real goal is to create communities where children can realize their potential, where neighbors are supportive of one another, where they work together to address destabilizing influences in their neighborhood. And I got very excited about that. I did an internship with Mercy Housing. And at that time, Mercy Housing primarily focused on multifamily living. I knew from Holy Name that what our neighborhood needed was single-family home ownership where people could become our partners in development. And so I took a job at Holy Name Housing, originally as a grant writer, because English teachers can write grants. But then after a few years, the founder left and went on to other things. The new person we hired didn't stay long, and they needed somebody that wouldn't demand a high salary, and that was me. We really do have a team approach to addressing the problems. And because so many of everybody actually but myself either lived in this neighborhood or grew up here, there's a passion for the mission that has really been largely responsible for our success. And a lot of the people that started with us are still here. And I think that's been a great opportunity. There weren't many opportunities at that time to work with a community of sisters because our numbers had started dwindling. But this community of lay people provided what I needed to get the energy to do what I think I was called to do. So it's been a wonderful experience.